y'all? It's your boy Termanology. Right now I'm holding it down with my peoples. Breaking Records Radio. Let's go, y'all.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Monster Man Rocco.
It's your boy Swagger Rock.
This is Snack the Ripper.
You rap for those who don't know.
This is Master Ace. You are now rocking with the best. Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio. Let's go.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records Radio. Breaking Records, man. Radio is like the place to be. I don't know. Fuck strange music, dude.
Yeah, man. And, so on the new album, too, Quarantine, on the joint All Facts, you mentioned earlier in the interview as well, too, but the fact that, you wrote 39 albums and produced 2, it's like that type of a workload is just absolutely insane. I'm just curious, what is it that keeps you motivated after all these years to still just be as sharp as you can on top of your game and this consistently putting out music?
Yeah, man, I love it. It's like a sport, you know what I mean? It's like, if you put Michael Jordan on the court right now, bro, he's still gonna ball, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just something that he loves. So, there's times where I don't like the industry, and there's times where there's things about the game that I don't like, and I kind of fall back a little bit. But for the most part, man, I keep my foot on the gas. I stay motivated. There's artists out there like Gucci Mane that has 100 mixtapes. There's artists like E40 that got 60 albums, So I'm trying to follow in those guys' footsteps, artists like Michael Jackson and Prince. It's just people out there that have 100 hit singles, and 100 projects and stuff like that. So, me, I got about 40 to 50 joints, you know what I'm saying? I got about 39 that I wrote the whole thing and rapped, and I produced 2 then. I also executive produced an A&R, certain projects, like my man Short Fuse project, this kid Slim One's project. Did A&R work on Still Static album with Bun B. I helped with the sequencing, and, Static album with Currency. I named the album. I wrote one of the songs. It's just doing stuff like that, you know what I mean? I love doing features on people's projects. I love lending my expertise to people's projects and just staying busy, man. So I've really been a part of probably more like 100 projects if you count all the Easy Money projects, all the Static Selector projects, all the different projects that I had a hand in and help people, whether it was writing hooks or helping people with ideas or, grabbing different artists and putting them on beats and stuff. It's just kind of like what I do, you know what I mean? So I just love doing it, man. I've been rapping since I was a little kid, since I was 9. I'm 37 now, that's pushing 30 years of rap. I've just been rapping my whole life, and now I make beats, and now I write R&B, and I produce R&B. I do marketing. I do all kinds of stuff pertaining to hip hop, man, and I just love the game, and I still got a lot in me. You know what I'm saying? I still probably got another 20, 30 projects in me, I would say, for sure.
Yeah. Well, and artists like you are rare to find. Someone who takes pride in their pen game being sharp that matches the work drive you have. And I'm just curious, if you were to sign an artist, put them under you, put your time and resources behind them, what are you looking for first and foremost? Are you looking for an artist that's got the work ethic, but maybe the bars aren't all the way there, or someone who's crazy with the bars but needs to get their work ethic on top?
I'm not trying to sign any rappers. Right now, I haven't found the right person that I want to put that energy into. I recently signed a producer. His name is Jam.
Yeah.
I recently signed Jam because I liked his work ethic. Work ethic to me is really number one. And then he's also very talented at samples, like sample replays, and also just creating beats from scratch. So I kind of felt like that was something that I couldn't do.
Yeah.
So, if I want to sign somebody, I don't want to sign somebody who's exactly like me and mirrors me. I would rather more sign somebody that brings something to the table. So I signed the artist Jam. He's on social media as Jam Mizzle. You'll see him on my page, here and there. But yeah, man, I mean, if I was gonna work with anybody, it would definitely have to be the whole package, and they would definitely have to be willing to invest money into themselves, invest time into themselves, be willing to be teachable, and you bring something to the table, and definitely be creative, be different, and have a good work ethic.
Definitely, man.